sake. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. P0. Sorry. I'm really sorry.
Vettel starts off 2017 by winning the Australian Grand Prix.
Forza Ferrari ragazzi, grazie a tutti, grazie, grande lavoro, grande macchina, con calma, grazie.
Hello guys, it is Hartwigga here. Today we are back for another F1 video here at Canada. Again in the wet for qualifying, so I don't know, I'm not really enjoying the wet too much, but we're back for the second episode of Glory to Ferrari. Obviously last race wasn't too bad, I guess, in the end. You know, fourth's okay, we can, especially for the first race, you know, we can do better this race, hopefully.
Heavy rain will pass in 5 minutes and will be replaced by light rain conditions.
Alright, so heavy rain and then light rain we heard there from Jeff. That's good. I think that's really good for us. I'm really happy for it. So I think we're actually going to wait here for the intermediate conditions. We're out now. Let's see, we're into the first corner. Not look too good there. A bit too acute of an angle, and not a great exit at all. So there's a lot of time to be gained here, I think. But we're on the intermediate tyres, so let's see what we can do to Lewis Hamilton's time here. We're at the hairpin now. This first few laps was okay. Not a bad exit here, out of the hairpin, down the back straight now. I think this is going to make up a lot of the time on the track, especially here at Canada. I like this part of the circuit, you know, the Wall of Champions section. Final chicane, bit of wall tapping at the end, but it's not too bad. We might be able to get a good time. It's only P3, so they're beating us on the wet tyres, so you know, in the changeable conditions, it's not sure if it's going to be wet or intermediates at the moment. It shows that the wet still might have the edge here, but I'm not feeling too comfortable in the wet, especially in that first sector. So yeah, let's see what we can do though. I think we're getting quite a bit on this lap. Into the final hairpin. Yes, not a bad exit, better than last time. And we're going to go across the line in P1, so maybe we just, intermediate's working a bit better now, and then a bit wide, so now onto the final lap. But we've only got 14, 13, 12, 11, so you get the gist of it. We haven't got enough time to set this last lap, so we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot here. Hamilton's on provisional pole, so we're not even going to be there. We're going to try and cut the corner just to see if we can maybe make it, but we can't, so we slow down. It's the end of the qualifying session here. We qualify in the end in P8. So quite down the order to where we want to be. I reckon we could have went for a front row position here. But yeah, we're straight into the race here at Canada. It's got to be a really good race for us. You know, I think podium's what we're going to be aiming for to try do a good result. Off the line, away we go. If we get a good start on Sergio Perez, so if we good start to the season, Albon, we go around the outside. Bit of love tap in there with Magnussen now. We got the inside of him into turn 2. We get the exit, we're down here, we're on the back of Leclerc and Hamilton now, who might make a move, no they won't here, into turn 3 and 4. So yeah, in P5, that's a pretty good start, you know. Magnussen actually on the medium tyres, so it's a pretty well strategy there for the Haas. But this is what we need to try to find a lot of time here. You know, in this section we need to limit the time damage, because they're really fast for that corner, the AI. So yeah, if we can limit the time damage there and then get a good slipstream on the back straight, that's what we're aiming for, but not too bad, but the Leclerc is just getting away, and we're just not as good through that section, obviously. In this hairpin, we need to maximise the exit, though. So we're in hot lap. See what we can do here. Nice and tight. Pretty good through that hairpin. I think we gained quite a bit of time on Charles Leclerc, especially with a bit of free air. You need to watch out for Lewis Hamilton, but Verstappen in P2. I think he's going to have a move between the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. There, up the inside he goes. And now Leclerc's on the back of him. They're slowed down. They've slowed down a heap. And now we're on the back of Charles Leclerc. Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton potentially no. Leclerc up the inside around the outside, sorry of us. Then we go to the inside. We get them. And Lewis Hamilton into P2. We're into P3 on the podium position by the end of the first lap. very lucky that they got slowed down a bit, but we see we cut on just a bit further into the lap now. We've got a poor exit and Leclerc now. Right on the back of us, he's going to try to go around the outside. Will it work? No, it won't. We cover him off. I think it's important for us to get Leclerc this race. We need to show that we are still the #1 driver here at Ferrari for Sebastian Vettel. But back around the outside again on lap 3, so Leclerc is really fancying the outside around here. But not a great exit for us. And it looks like he might be able to make a move into the hairpin. He's got a bit of slipstream around the outside now. What will he do? He brakes. I brake really early there. Probably a bit earlier than what I wanted, actually. But it's not a bad thing. So we're now on the back straight. We actually will probably get the DRS. Will we get the DRS? No, we won't get the DRS, but we'll have some high engine modes to play with and slipstream. So that's all we can do. Looking for Charles Leclerc. Just hang back a bit now. Try to get a really good exit there. Good purchase off that final corner. Onto the start of lap 4. Pretty low on ERS now. Need overtake up the inside. It's a pretty stock standard move there. I felt pretty confident in that first corner. Going, up the inside of people. So yeah. I think that's Kimi Raikkonen until we saw out the race. But Leclerc now back around the outside. Bit of wheel banging. See, yes, Raikkonen on the side there. And we get Leclerc. We make sure we defend nicely there. So you just see, we're trying to actually conserve a bit of ERS at the moment now. So we're running a bit low. That's probably why Charles Leclerc's better to make a move. But we actually go deep in and we have to cut the corner a bit to actually get past that corner successfully. And it looks like Leclerc's on the back of us now. He's going to look up the inside. We actually squeeze him a little bit now. And we brake a bit later and cover off that line pretty aggressively. A bit wide. Nothing of it now. So stay in P3 now. Lap 7. I think I'm looking to box. Yes, we are. We're going to have to go into the pits, but Leclerc now, just look at the slipstream DRS here, it's just absolutely insane for the AI. And we cover off Leclerc once again, and he actually loses a bit more time than what we expected for him. So we're going to pit this lap now into low fuel modes and stuff for pitting. And we're going for the medium tyres, just for the easy one stop in this, obviously 25% races for us. And yeah, that's what we can do. We're in the pits, let's see. 2.7, it's pretty ordinary there from Ferrari. You want to be going into the low 2s, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, hopefully we can get the undercut work for us. We need to get out in front of this Gagler cars here. I think is that now Norris? Yes, it is. Out in front of Lando. Yes, we are. So it's very good. We're just in front of Lando Norris, which is good. We should be able to catch up on Stroll, who's slower and on pretty worn sauce by this stage. We've saved a bit of battery now, like you just heard Jeff. We have a battery that we can use, and we're on the back straight now. We're just waiting for Stroll. Casual as you like. It should be a pretty simple move up the inside. Yep, we're not even in high modes at all. We're going to get the move done, and he's going for another lap. So he's going to go to lap 9. So we made an undercut on everyone. There's Sainz, Perez in the pits, stuff like that. Verstappen in the pits. We got a pretty good jump on Max Verstappen. So we're maybe on Hulkenberg now. No, we let him. He goes to the pits and we brake a bit early. So now we see Charles Leclerc in the pits now. He's going to be exiting. Can we get Charles Leclerc on here? I think we might be able to get it. And the fastest lap at the same time, 1:11.8. And we did get Charles Leclerc in the end. But Magnussen now in P4, obviously going that longer mid-entire strategy we saw at the beginning of the race. Leclerc now has caught up a bit. So I've been pretty slow for a few laps here, and Leclerc's been very fast, very, very fast indeed. I'm actually go a bit wide. I mean, still get the move done on Leclerc, so he's really attacking us through the back straights. That's where he loves on the straights. It's where he's really getting me. Bottas and Hamilton actually fighting for the lead. You can see Bottas in P2 now. So. So yeah, you heard that we had 12 seconds at the end of lap 12 to the Mercedes. So there's no point trying to catch them. It's just we need to go for P3 now, and just make sure you finish the race because the Mercedes might collide, but I doubt that. Let's see now, Leclerc maybe look up the inside. Verstappen's looking for maybe a move. He might go the inside of me now, Verstappen. Yes, he does, but we get a pretty good bit of drive out of that corner, and we've got Leclerc in front of us now. So, yeah, it should be a stock standard move, I think, for us. But he's got DRS, actually, so it's not going to be as easy as we think. And I think surely we brake a bit early, yep. We do brake early, try to get that tighter line, yeah, and to really try maximise the exit, which we do. And hit a clue with DRS. He squeezed us against the wall and up the inside. Good apex. And good stuff there. So we're not looking too bad for our fuel modes and stuff. We got some pretty good fuel, but we're in pretty conservative modes. We want to make sure we've got a lot to use right near the final laps of this race, which we're actually approaching now. Hamilton and Bottas are still fighting for that lead, but they're still pulling away from us, which just shows the Mercedes pace around this track. Leclerc now on the back straight. What can he do? Up the inside into the chicane. We let him go. His line will be a bit compromised now. We get a better run out of there. Surely, yes we do. Good slipstream on Charles Leclerc. So we had all the high ERS modes, and we're going to go big line to the inside. I'm actually just stumbling in my words now. Just so much going on at the moment, really, against Charles Leclerc and I. And you know, strategy, but we're switching with each other's modes on our engine. And let's see, another poor exit for us. And Leclerc, he might have it, but no, we actually kind of make one move across, so it's a bit questionable by us there. But if I allow it, and we stay in front of Leclerc. Ooh, bit of a collision there. I was just letting see what Jeff was going to say, but yeah, colliding with Leclerc. So not good there for Ferrari, for Civil War for us. That's not that bad, but up the inside we go with Charles Leclerc now. But Bottas and they really got away. They actually extended the gap quite a bit, which is a bit alarming with the pace for the next few races. But Leclerc gets to move just neat and tight. We actually make a bit of contact with him at the rear end. He's that slow in that apex, right? So yeah, I think it's good for us at the moment. We still got some high modes, so we can still make a move on the Leclerc. He's pretty slow in the braking zones actually. We get a really good exit. Oh no, we don't. We bit it back end. Oh no, we lost the back end, but we've got DRS now, so it should be a pretty easy move. I've been saying that the whole race, but this should be stock standard now. Around the outside, we were getting before that chicane. Yes, we do. So at the end of lap 16, well, not a great exit either for us, but end of lap 16, we lead Charles Leclerc in P3. That makes sense. But Verstappen's right behind us, so he's just not been able to find the move, really. Is that Perez in on the action too? Is that it? Perez in P4? I think it is, actually. I think it's just flicking to Perez, so... Up the inside goes Leclerc. I just wanted to hear what Jeff's saying, but anyway. We defend successfully around the outside there. So we've got Leclerc now. He's going to get DRS. Will he go around the outside? No. One move to the braking zone, so it's fair for us. Lap 18. Final lap now. Leclerc and I, we're going to be battling pretty hard this lap, I reckon. Leclerc now. He's going to go around the outside. Surely we have to make a move back. No, we don't. We actually just keep it. We're going to look for that move down the DRS straight. Perez actually pretty close behind, so he could snatch a podium potentially if we all slow up here. Leclerc and myself. Oh no, not a great braking zone, but we have to get the drive off the apex. No, we actually lose a bit of time to Leclerc. Now, so in the final lap, the final straight before the line, basically. Now we've got the DRS and the slipstream on Charles Leclerc. Where we're going to go? To the outside, the inside. We're going to be squeezed right to the inside. Leclerc, we break a bit early. Leclerc goes pretty late there, and we actually had to cut the chicane to get the move done. And now we actually keep that move. The FIA didn't penalise us, which is real funny. But that's P3 for us. A pretty solid race, I think, from starting from 8th. It's pretty happy with that result.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to say Sebastian Vettel certainly caught my eye during today's race. Incredible driving.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Thank you to Crofty and Anthony Davison there. But we see that we've moved up to P3 in the championship. I think the most concerning thing about that race was the Mercedes pace, but yeah, we'll be able to manage that. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment on the video, turn post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.